All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
This could be the turning point.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Titans at 4-11 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 38, Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This looks like a free play for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Down inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Elliott once more. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Tannehill. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danico Autry. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Tannehill, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Again, Tannehill.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jeff Swain in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill, that's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're over-committing. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Past the 20. 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 49 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On first down, Tannehill.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good.
A first down carry for Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off play action, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, Let's just say it's been unusual.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Henry running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his man, it's Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. They lulled him to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Ugo Amadi there to make the tackle.
At the 41-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run the option left side. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universe.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Tannehill now to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Tannehill throwing again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 37-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Let's go now.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready?
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a...
Yeah, all right, my flow sentence.